pitch it in order for the panels to be shown off better. It also came with its own frieze. That's F-R-I-E-Z-E. The frieze is something that helps extend the ceiling down as well as provides a border for the room. And you can see how this frieze matches the flat of the ceiling above us here. This is also a room of family photographs. On the left-hand wall, we have a portrait of Phoebe Hearst. And then straight ahead, these two larger portraits are of George Hearst, Senator of California, from 1886 to 1891. Then on the right side of the bed, folks, we have a later portrait of Phoebe. And who was Phoebe? His mom. Okay, yeah. So George came out to California to be part of the 1850 gold rush. He didn't make it rich in silver at first. In gold at first, he made it rich in silver. He backtracked to Nevada, discovered a silver streak in the Hope Bear mine, and then he and some associates invested in the Comstock Lode, which to this day is the largest silver strike in North America. What did it do for George? It made him the 10th wealthiest guy in the country at the time. In today's dollars, he was worth $500 million. So what's he going to do with all his money? Well, George was raised by pig farmers. He did not surpass the 3rd grade. It didn't mean he wasn't smart. He taught himself about mining and about rocks. So he figured he wanted to climb political and social ladders. He needed a wife to help him do that. So he knows that the Appersons have a daughter named Phoebe. Phoebe is an au pair. She speaks fluent French. She's a school teacher. She's perfect for George. Except there's a problem. Phoebe's parents don't like George because George is 21 years older than Phoebe. So they say to George, you want to marry our daughter, you need to sign a prenup. And that prenup says, George, when you die, Phoebe's going to get all your money. He signed it. In 1862, they go out to San Francisco. 1863, William Hearst is born. He's born at the time that Lincoln is president. He's going to live through 18 presidencies. So when William is 2 1/2, they start bringing him up here. They call this Camp Hill. There's nothing here but dirt and rock. George, being the smart guy that he is, knew that this was the deepest port between Santa Barbara and Monterey. He's going to make money off it. Over 100 years ago, folks, this used to be a whaling community. So George is going to build a very long wharf with some warehouses down below. He's going to get into the whale oil business. And then he knows that these mountains hold a very valuable ore called cinnabar, which is used to help make mercury. He can mine the mountains if he has to. So George gathered 40,000 acres. He paid 75 cents an acre, which meant that he paid $30,000. And for the rest of his life, he complained that he paid too much. Folks, as we leave this room, we're going to go through this tiny hallway here. On the left-hand side, Mr. Hearst's closet, still with his clothing in it. Folks, I'm only stopping in this room because everybody asks us about these lamps. They're floor lamps called porchères from 17th century France. Their lampshades are made of vellum, which is a sheepskin or a goatskin. Miss Morgan asked Mr. Hearst if he would like them personalized. He said sure. So you see their songs on some. You'll see others with parts of the Constitution, others with parts of the Bible, and parts of the newspapers as well. Next, I'm going to take you into Mary and David's room.
Was Hearst a man of faith?
He describes himself as being a Christian, but non-denominational.
Okay.
So he's into Gothic art. Inherent in that are religious artifacts.
Yeah.
Also the Renaissance. And we have to remember at the end of World War II, 1918, all the countries are decimated and they're looking to repair. So they're selling everything for very cheap. So rich people like the Hearst, the Vanderbilts, the Carnegies, the Press